Please give me your name or are you fine to give me your name and address? Because the next step is to arrest you.
I don't have
to.
to.
Be arrested. So, you're under arrest. It's a paper cuffs, please. You're covering for me. It's no...
This episode is from Auditing Britain. Make sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. AB is filming outside Kidderminster police station and starts walking away, but two officers still choose to follow him, turning it into a situation that never needed to happen. They demand his details, but cannot point to a single law that actually gives them the power to ask for them, which shows how weak their position really is. When he questions them, they give no proper answers and instead keep putting pressure on him. Instead of leaving things alone, they continue making the situation worse, letting their attitude take over until it ends with him being arrested, even though they never properly explained or justified it from the beginning. These are some of the worst officers I have ever watched.
Why are you following me?
Why am I following you? Why are you filming?
Sorry?
Why are you filming?
Police officers.
Police officer, yeah.
Show the number. I didn't see it. 1527, and you are?
I'm also at the police station.
Show the number.
Why are you filming?
Show the number.
Why are you filming?
Show the number.
That's the question.
Are you a PC?
No, I'm a DC.
I feel like you're a DC, so you need to give me the number.
My card number's 926.
Thank you. Is there any reason why you're following me?
Is there any reason why you're filming?
Yes.
Okay.
But why are you following me?
Because you're filming. You're filming.
Because I'm filming, you
You're
follow
filming
me?
the police station, yes.
Anybody that films, you just follow them?
He was filming the police station, yes.
Why?
Because we don't know why you're filming the police station. You filmed from the rear and now you film from the front.
Sure.
So is there a reason why you're filming the police station?
Yes.
Okay, can you tell us the reason why you are filming?
Do I have to give you that reason?
You do, yes.
Do I?
You do, yes.
Is that law? I have to give you that? Or?
I'm asking you, politely, why you're filming the back of the police station and filming the front of the police station.
AB asks why they are following him, and their answer is simply because he is filming. That alone shows how wrong the situation is, because filming in public is not against the law and does not need an explanation, yet they treat it like it does. It clearly shows they are confusing personal suspicion with actual legal authority. When he asks what law says he must explain himself, they cannot give a proper or direct answer. Instead, they keep repeating the same point again and again, as if repeating it will somehow make it correct, which only proves they do not really understand what power they are relying on. In the end, it feels more like they personally do not like what he is doing and are trying to turn that dislike into authority.
So because of that, you just followed me all this time? You know you caused me alarm and distress with all this following.
You're causing me alarm and distress because I work in the field and I want to know why you're filming it. Am I your full colleague here?
Yeah.
Speak to you.
So,
yeah, these two ladies just they've been following me for quite a while.
So we've been told that someone matched your description has been walking around the police station.
You tell him what are you...
The back being Broomfield Prison.
Is that what it is?
Broomfield Prison, yes.
Okay, and I walked all the way.
Where the blue gates are.
Oh, yeah.
And we're police officers.
All right.
We're walking around and we saw you filming from Broomfield into the backyard.
Okay.
We've then followed you around here and you continue
So whatever she said,
film at the front of the police station.
So you have been around the back there. There's a reason why.
Inside? I didn't go inside,
It
no.
doesn't matter inside, around the back.
Around the back?
Yeah.
On public land?
It's not public land, it's
It was the road.
It was public land. I did not go to the back. Let's make it very clear.
okay.
So public land.
Is there a reason why you're filming through the back gate?
Is there any reason?
Yeah, is there a reason?
Yeah, just to film.
To film what? What's...
Just to making a video over the police, that's it.
AB turns the situation back on them and points out that being followed has actually caused him alarm and distress, which is a fair point to make. But instead of properly responding to that, they try to use it against him, showing how quickly they twist the situation rather than deal with what is really happening. Under the Public Order Act 1986, that threshold is not based only on someone's feelings. It requires behavior that is truly threatening or abusive, not a person calmly standing there with a camera. So their claim does not really hold up. Then more officers arrive, which only makes the situation worse even though it never needed to escalate in the first place, exposing how they are increasing a problem created by their own actions. They also complain about him filming the back of the station, even though he is clearly standing in a public place and has not entered any restricted area, which makes that argument fall apart as well.
Being detained, guys?
No, I'm just asking questions.
Am I free to go?
No.
No, not at the moment.
So I'm being detained?
Information from
I'm
yourself.
asking you questions.
No. Am I being detained?
Well, asking questions about why you're filming.
And I just told you, matters of public interest. I'm making a video over the police. Am I being detained?
You are being detained for questioning, yes.
Which section you detain me
I
under?
have just watched you walk to the front of the police station and film inside that police car.
Correct.
Okay? So we are asking you why you are doing that.
I need to tell me which section you detained me under.
No, I've given you enough.
No.
You've got 2 uniform colleagues.
Yes.
I've given you identification.
You're the detaining officer?
So we've told you who we are.
Yeah.
I'm DC 926 Joanne Bills. What is your full name and my office?
All right, hang on. Okay, I've heard what you said. I heard absolutely everything.
So what is your
What's your
name,
name and
please?
date of
Let me
birth,
just
please?
respond to her 1 second, yeah? I've heard everything you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you the detaining officer and which section are you detaining me under?
I'm detaining you under the Terrorism Act at this moment in time.
Which section?
Okay. Please give me your name or are you fine to give me your name and address? Because the next step is to arrest you. It's as simple as that.
Hang on, okay. Which section?
Are you failing to give me your name and address?
AB asks, "Am I being detained?" And the officer's answers do not match at all. First they say no, then they tell him he cannot leave, which shows how inconsistent their position is, because if someone is not detained, they should be free to walk away. Under UK law, any restriction on a person's movement must be supported by a clear legal power. Otherwise, it can become unlawful detention. When he keeps questioning them, they finally admit that he is being detained. But when he asks under what power, they still cannot properly explain it. They keep mentioning terrorism without naming a section or giving clear grounds, which only makes the situation look worse, because laws like the Terrorism Act 2000 require specific and reasonable suspicion. In the end, it looks like they are using the seriousness of the word to pressure him into complying. Then they threaten him with arrest if he refuses to give his details, showing how they are relying more on pressure than actually understanding the law.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's
You need to tell me which section you detained me under.
I have asked you. You are acting suspiciously.
Okay.
I have a reason
I want
to question you
don't
about
worry, yeah?
I have a reason to question you about it.
Yeah.
You don't need to challenge me. Just simply give my colleague your name, your date of birth,
Okay.
and then we can find out more as to.
All right. Okay. At the moment, I need to know where I'm standing. Yeah. I am detained by a police officer. Okay. I'm not free. Hang on. Let me finish. I'm not free to go. You said you're detaining me under the Terrorism Act. I'm asking you which section are you detaining me under? That's it.
Look, are you refusing to get? Simple as this. Okay, you got 2 options. Give us your details,
Yeah.
or you get arrested.
So do I have to give you my details?
Yes.
Under which law?
Under the policing law, if you refuse.
Under what?
If you refuse, I simply arrest you. Not a problem. The
Under
police
which law?
station's right there. I can take you out.
To give you details,
Yeah.
arresting or do you have to pay your address and your name?
The Terrorism Act.
So what we want currently from yourself is your name and date of birth, just to run some checks
Okay.
to make sure everything's fine. And that's,
All right.
but other than that, if you don't give those details, I'm going to have to arrest you
Right.
under the Terrorism Act, because you're filming vehicles.
Yeah.
We have no understanding of why you're doing that. And by arresting, if you don't give details.
All right. Okay.
She tries to brush him off by saying he should not question her demand for his details because he looks suspicious. But that is not how the law works. People have the right to ask what legal power is being used against them, and there is nothing wrong with refusing when no clear legal basis has been given. Every time he asks what section they are relying on, she avoids giving a proper answer and jumps straight to threats instead, which only shows she has nothing solid to rely on. Saying it is under the place in law only makes things worse, because that is not real legislation at all. It sounds completely made up and shows how out of her depth she really is. Then the other officer admits that arrest would be used simply to find out who he is, which is a serious problem because arrest is not meant to be used as a shortcut for identification.
Video about the police. It's very difficult to make a video.
If you're making a video about the police, why are you filming personal vehicles?
I didn't film personal vehicle, really. I filmed that.
That's the police station, filming personal vehicles, what my colleagues told me.
Yeah.
It's not illegal to film personal vehicles.
But you're causing alarm and distress to some people.
No, I didn't. They caused me alarm distress by following me. Let me finish. Okay. Now, I am right now detained under the Terrorism Act. Okay. By this officer. She didn't tell me. Hang on.
And we just want to ask your.
Let me just
name and
finish.
date of
I know you want to. She didn't tell me which section.
You don't need to know the section.
It's not the section.
That's not a piece of legislation we use often. So
Okay.
find the section if you want.
I will tell her which section. I think it's section 43. Make sure it's section 43. Okay, section 43 of the Terrorism Act does not require me to give you my name and address. Yeah, hang on. If you have reasonable, hang on.
Are you refuse your name and address? Because the next step is simply to arrest
And
you.
the
It's simple
code
as that.
and code G is to identify persons, and that will be
If
the
you-
reason for arresting
if you suspect me that-
interview you into reason why you filmed.
if you suspect me that I'm a terrorist,
The other officer stepping in to defend her only makes the situation look even worse, because saying AB does not need to know the section they are using is completely wrong. When police arrest someone, they are required to explain both the arrest itself and the grounds for it. Hiding behind excuses like, "we do not use this legislation often," is not a proper defense either. If officers do not fully understand the power they are threatening to use, it only shows how unprepared they really are. Then AB ends up doing their job for them by naming Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000 himself, which is embarrassing on its own. And even that section is only a stop-and-search power based on reasonable suspicion that someone is involved in terrorism. It is not a separate power to demand a person's name and address. They also bring up Code G, but that only applies to arrests and requires necessity linked to a real offense. Here, they have not even properly established an offense or clearly explained the grounds in the first place.
No, because you're refusing to give your name and address.
yeah, but I ask you, which,
Asking your personal
under the Terrorism
details.
Act?
We're asking you your personal details. You're refusing to give them.
I don't
so
have
you'll
to.
be arrested. So, you're under arrest. It's a
Okay.
county cuffs, please. You're covering for me. It's now 16:25 hours and you're under arrest. You don't say anything that may harm your defence if you do not mention when question something which later on in court if you do say maybe giving evidence.
All right, I'm not going to be aggressive, officer.
Just put your hands
I'm under record and I can put it into proper debrief.
Do you have to put me in cuffs? I can come peacefully.
I don't know who you are.
I'll come peacefully, officer.
I understand that, but I don't know who you are.
What it is, I try not to pull them too tight.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm a little bit
Do you want to end your
claustrophobic.
recording first?
Let's put it in. We're looking at what's that, 5 hours? I don't even know how to count anymore. Yeah. Release without charge. Just rubbish, really. They didn't want to hand my phone to me. They knew I was going to record them in there. So, yeah. Inside, they had the code of practice that outdated. It was talking about Section 44 of the Terrorism Act and all that, so it's clearly outdated. These guys are just, honestly, they're just imbeciles.
The moment they put him in handcuffs, it feels less like a decision based on any real risk and more like they are simply losing patience. Nothing in his behavior seems to justify that level of force, yet they still go ahead with it, which makes it look like control has become more important than proper judgment. Taking his camera only adds to that feeling. It does not look like normal procedure. Instead, it feels more like an attempt to shut him down. What really stands out is how fast the whole situation escalates, even though nothing solid is ever clearly established. Every step forward is not based on clear grounds or proper justification. It is just more escalation building on top of the last. Instead of stopping to reassess what is happening, they keep pushing the situation further. And after all the effort they put into forcing the situation, there is no real outcome that actually supports what they did. That is what leaves the biggest impression in the end. Not just their actions, but how little of it actually held up once everything was over.